SHAUN EADE Last updated 11:42, October 27, 2017. Brendon Hartley will drive under a new number this weekend in Mexico 28. Brendon Hartley will be able to draw on some favorable memories as he prepares for his second Formula One start at the Mexican Grand Prix at Autódromo Hermanos Rodriguez on Monday NZ time. The Palmerston North driver was at the track 2 months ago as part of the 6 Hours of Mexico in the World Endurance Championship when he picked up a win alongside teammates Earl Bamber and Timo Bernhard. He was also on the top step of the podium at the track in 2016 in the WEC. Brendon Hartley was 13th in his Formula One debut at the United States Grand Prix on Monday. That experience will be a major boost for the 27-year-old as he fights for a F1 driving gig in 2018. Read more. Hartley chasing an F1 point. Hartley the real deal in F1. Hartley to race Mexican GP. Hartley hopes for second race. It gives him a leg up on Toro Rosso teammate Pierre Gasly, who missed last weekend's United States Grand Prix due to his Super Formula duties in Japan. Gasly has just one more F1 race to his name than Hartley and has never raced on the Mexico City track. Autódromo Hermanos Rodriguez has some unique charms, including running through the middle of the 50,000 capacity Foro Sol Stadium, which is also used as a baseball stadium and concert venue. But the biggest test is the track's altitude. The track is 2,200 meters above sea level, 390 meters higher than South Africa's Ellis Park used for Springboks vs. All Blacks test matches. Hartley said the altitude provides challenges for more than just the drivers. It's a tricky venue for the engineers, as the high altitude plays havoc on downforce and cooling, but from a driving point of view it's a great track and one I really enjoy. Hartley hoped to show some improvement from his 13th place finish at the United States Grand Prix. It was a steep learning curve in Austin last week, so I'm looking forward to putting some of the lessons learned into practice this weekend here in Mexico, he said. One change from Austin for Hartley will be the number on his car. During his debut he was in car number 39, the number Toro Rosso assigned for reserve drivers. But with Hartley on board for the rest of the season, he was able to select his own number, 28. Toro Rosso has not placed big expectations on the Kiwi aside from continuing his improvement, having a clean run and setting some positive lap times. But if Hartley wants to turn heads in the rest of the motorsport world, he will need to register his first F1 points, meaning a top 10 finish. New Zealand has had success at the Mexican Grand Prix before when Denny Hulme won the race in 1969. While the focus in New Zealand will be on Hartley, worldwide attention will be dominated by Lewis Hamilton. The British Mercedes driver is 66 points clear in the driver standings over Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel. It means Hamilton needs just 9 points over the final 3 races to lock up the 2017 title, even if Vettel wins all 3. So if Hamilton finishes 5th or better this weekend, he will be untouchable at the top. Hamilton's teammate Valtteri Bottas sits 3rd in the driver standings. 4th place Daniel Ricciardo Red Bull faces an uphill battle to stay in the podium race. After an engine malfunction forced him out of the United States Grand Prix early, he will now be among those taking grid penalties for engine changes beyond the season limit in Mexico. Mexican Grand Prix at Autódromo Hermanos Rodriguez, Mexico City. Start time Monday, 8 a.m. NZ time. Marachi length 305.4 km, lap length 4.3 km, lap 71, lap record 120.521. Nico Rosberg, 20,152,016. Winner Lewis Hamilton. Stuff.